maybe in ways that are independent of, for example, like fiat currencies, like the USD. So I'm still very, very passionate about trying to end poverty. I think it's a necessary step for us to be able to solve any of the other problems. And I think that it's either going to be through governments or through Web3. And so I'm trying to accelerate both of those as quickly as I can.
Let's dig into these. So with UBI, can you, of course, explain to the audience again what UBI is? I think in a few years we won't have to anymore. But just help everyone understand.
You're right, Wad. You can read the audience very well. UBI is Universal Basic Income. It's a policy where every person in a society, let's say every citizen of a nation state, gets a baseline amount of money to meet their basic needs. So when I was running for president, I said, let's have it be $1,000 a month, which I called the freedom dividend because it tested better among conservative Americans if it had the word freedom in it. I mean, just
yeah.
And the poverty level at the time was a little bit above the $12,000 a year level. So I thought, okay, $12,000 would be a great foundational step. You can imagine in different countries, it might be a different amount. So that's the idea that's been around for generations. Thomas Paine was for it at the founding of the US. Martin Luther King was for it. He was actually fighting for it when he was assassinated. Economists like Milton Friedman have been for a version of it. So this was not Andrew Yang's idea. It was just an idea that was dormant and needed to be amplified.
It was such a breath of fresh air for so many of us who knew about these ideas and knew about these possibilities to hear finally someone actually running for president talking about them seriously in the US. It's like these really critical economic ideas are somehow banned from government or banned from policy, and it was so refreshing to hear like clear thinking and a forward outlook in your campaign, so thank you for that. Where do we stand with UBI today? Well, what are some of the experiments or results that you're most excited about, and what do you think we need to show for that first path for governments to take it more seriously and actually do it?
Yeah, more and more data is coming out. All the data is very, very positive. This child tax credit, I